Starting things off, I guess, with William Thatcher. I'll kick things off with William. He was played by Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger at the time, like I said, he did 10 Things I Hate About You. He did The Patriot. I'm thinking he's a character at this time who's about 25 to 30. So he's older than 21 because he's drinking, he's doing stuff with his friends, even though I know there was no drinking age back then. I'm thinking the 25 to 30 range. Boyish good looks, right? So he's not rugged. He's kind of smooth-faced, look to him, nice smile, charming. He's fit, but he's not like jacked. He's not muscular.
Yeah, I wouldn't say scrawny, but I wouldn't say like yoked either.
Exactly. So when I was casting this role, I said, who's a character who I feel fits all of these things? And I kept coming back to Taron Egerton. And Taron Egerton, I know, obviously was in the Kingsman series. He's the lead role there. He played Elton John in Rocket Man. He did the crappy Robin Hood movie with Jamie Foxx. And he was the voice of Johnny in the movie Sing. And he can sing. He's a very good singer. But I feel like he looks the part. He's 31, believe it or not. But I think he can play that 25, 26-year-old character.
Yep.
He's got the British accent. We didn't need that. It wasn't a prerequisite for me, but because Heath Ledger's Australian. But I felt Taron Egerton has the perfect look, so that's who I went with for this particular role.
I really like that. I think, he absolutely crushes the boyish looks, and I think that the Kingsman movies have been very enjoyable. They show some class as well as some really awesome actiony scenes. So I think that's a really good casting. I'm not super familiar with him, but I know that he's someone who's going to continue to be cast for really good roles going forward. So awesome choice to start off your casting. I'm going to go ahead and go with someone, and I'm going to give you the credit for who this is. So prior to me watching anything I'd seen him in, you actually said, this guy would be great. And it's Dylan Playfair. You had mentioned him to me. He is in some of the Descendants movies that both our daughters enjoyed. But he's also in something that I went ahead and I watched 9 seasons of, and it's Letterkenny. So Dylan Playfair is right around that same age. I think he's got the long blonde, dirty blonde hair, boyish looks. In Letterkenny, he plays hockey and is actually pretty good at it. And then in the very brand new Disney Plus series, the Mighty Ducks, he actually plays the coach. And so he's tied into hockey in a few things that he does. He is from Canada, but I think that he's got a shorter resume and certainly not as star-studded than Egerton. But I think he crushes those looks, and he's a spot-for-spot just remake of Heath Ledger when he played the role of William in A Knight's Tale.
Yeah, he's definitely, because he plays Gaston's son in The Descendants.
He does, yeah.
I remember watching it and thinking, like, man, that guy looks like Heath Ledger. And so I started pulling up some still shots or like the shots that they sent in the directors. Yeah, and I'm like, oh my god, like he's a doppelganger. Like he looks just like him.
Yeah, and he's a super playful guy. I mean, in Letterkenny, which is more of like an adult show, I'd say, he gets colorful, but he's very fun. Again, he's a hockey player, so he's got that athletic build. But then in the newest Disney Plus series, The Mighty Ducks, I mean, he's getting himself some more prominent role. He's getting himself known. When you get under the Disney umbrella, you're starting to do things for yourself.
All right, yeah, I like that.